people to other people. And he's a great guy. And he's got a good message for you today. So I'm gonna bring on my good brother, Eric Robinson. Come on and bless us with the message you have today. Come on now, brother. Put your hands together and receive this great giant, Eric
Woo, woo,
Robinson.
Woohoo!
woo.
Wow, Stephen,
Woohoo!
man, thank you for that wonderful introduction. Today's been on fire. Have y'all agree? Typing yes in the chat or just say yes, shout it out. Is today's messages are people
Yes,
getting whoo.
Yeah.
yes, indeed.
Mm,
Can't you
mm.
feel it?
Man, I feel it. It's like you can feel it. And I'm telling y'all, the events, you got to plug into events. I feel the people coming out of the events and the energy, even the people who couldn't attend, they were like, it's a rub-off effect. It's the energy.
Hmm.
Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. Today is on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell y'all off the rip. The 2 o'clock training, you got to be there. Juan Jaime, we was on the ELC on Friday, and I heard in my head, and James was like, "Who's going to coach?" Somebody said, "I can't do the Monday call." And first person came to my mind was, and the ELC is Experienced Leadership Council. First person came to my mind was Juan Jaime, and then I think Ryan said, "Hey, what did Juan do?" I said, "I'm second that one because we can go into holiday season, and this he's energetic. I think I come with a lot of energy. I think he matches my energy. We seven. So he's probably got me a step ahead because he's got a little extra more money than I got. But other than that, he's like his energy's on fire. I'm like, man, Juan, you got to do it, brother. You got to do it. You got to come. Like the people need to hear your message. Just speak from the heart. And so he's coming today at 2 o'clock. So please, I'm telling you, as much as you can, get your teams plugged in. New people, old people, get them plugged in to the Leagues on Tap today. All right. You got to understand
Hmm.
something. This guy walked away from $2 million a year income to start at zero. So some people are
Mm.
like, man, how do I do this? How do I do this? How many of y'all could walk away? So I know it's like when I was at my
Mm.
job, I walked away. It was just 180,000 a year I was making. So I walked away from 180. He walked away from 1.8. But to me,
Mm.
that
Mm.
180 was just like 1.8. So I know it's like to walk away from that. And I didn't have a place to go.
Eric. Hold on. You telling me this guy walked away from $2 million a year to start from zero
Mm.
because he was taken advantage of at his company, didn't know it because he was there for a while. Once once the skirt was lifted, not only was he disappointed, but he had to find a new place to plant his flag. And you telling me he started here with
He started
zero?
here. He could have went anywhere. He started here. One of his guys he was under started his own company. The skirt got lifted. This other guy started his own company. This guy was making like $1 million a month. And he
Mm.
started his own company and was like, "Want to come with me?" He's like, "Nah, man. Because all you did the same thing. You now own the company, but you're really doing the same thing as what you was doing over there. And
Mm.
it's really no different." And although he was like, "Oh, you may gave me a little bit of bone more than somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm with you and I'm your guys." But he's like, "I'm doing my people the same service."
Mm. Mm.
Hmm. Yeah, man, that's big. So he's going to be on the call to today. Get your teams on at 2 o'clock because it's about energy, it's about excitement, it's about movement. I'm telling y'all, if I'm doing anything today, I'm making sure my people get on that call at 2 o'clock. Leaders on tap, y'all be there. Ooh, Jock, yeah, man. You know, I want to share something. That's one of the things I want to share. So make sure you get the leaders on tap because what it's like to walk away. But I want to talk to y'all about something today, um, specifically how to help your team now. Okay, how do you help your team? How do you help yourself? Right? And Jock, I mean, you've been having a lot of conversations, and I got a text message from um, somebody, and they had a team member's like, "Man, listen, I'm not trying to do recruiting. I want to make some money. I got to make some money. Show me how to make some money. And then before I didn't make some money in the next 6 months." Right? Well, here's the thing: how you make money. They say I want to make money. Do you want to make money? I don't want to talk about recruiting because I want to make money. Well, you make money. We only get paid by acquiring a client.
Mm.
We get paid for customer acquisition, ladies and gentlemen. That's our job. We are customer. We get paid for customer acquisition. Every business I know gets paid for customer acquisition or helping another business get customer acquisition. So either I'm acquiring a customer or I'm helping somebody else acquire a customer. That's typical business,
Mm.
right? So even like an advertising company, they got to go out and acquire customers though, but their job is to help other companies acquire customers, right? If I'm a marketing company, my job is to help you go acquire customers. I can be a consultant. My job is to help you do better acquiring customers. But the consulting company doesn't get paid until they get what?
Customers.
They got to get a customer themselves. Then the customers they get, they help them go what? And acquire customers. That's business 101. Walmart makes money by acquiring customers. Now, Walmart hires a company. They used to hire a company, but now they got their own in-house. They developed their own in-house marketing department. They got their own in-house transportation company. Are y'all with me? A transportation company is designed to help you go acquire customers. They delivering the customers, right? Amazon used to use FedEx and the post office service. Those people have to get customers, which is us clients, to pay by stamps, to use postage. They're acquiring clients. Are y'all with me? They acquire customers. But then they also help other businesses accomplish acquiring customers by delivering stuff for Amazon. So we're helping Amazon keep their customers happy by delivering their packages. Are y'all with me? But I had to go acquire customers. Then after a while, Amazon started saying, you know what? We're paying somebody to deliver all these packages. Why don't we just do it in-house? So we started our own delivery system, our own delivery company. Are y'all with me? We started doing our own fulfillment. But it's all about acquiring customers. Are y'all catching that? So either I'm acquiring customer or I'm helping somebody else acquire customers. But even to help them acquire customers, I still got to acquire them as a client. Are y'all catching that? So that's business, period. Now, so we're business owners. So as a business owner, how do you get paid? People say, oh, I don't get paid. You go out either acquire a customer or you do what? The other thing that businesses do, help somebody else acquire customers. So you either acquiring the customer yourself or you're helping somebody else acquiring the customers. And even to help somebody else acquiring the customers, it's still like you acquiring the customers. Are y'all with me? Are y'all catching that? You still have to acquire the customers. So when you're recruiting, it's people think, well, I'm just recruiting people. That's just a method of acquiring customers. I'm acquiring the customers myself, or I'm going to help other people acquire customers. So I can generate revenue. Let's use business terms instead of overrides. I can generate revenue by actually acquiring the customer myself, or I can generate revenue by helping somebody else acquire the customers. Are y'all with me?
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. So I'm doing the fulfillment myself. So when I acquire the customer myself, I have to fulfill the obligation of servicing that client. Are y'all with me? I got to put the application in. I got to do the fulfillment process. See, so in business, let's use business terms. They saying now you went to acquire the customer, you got to fulfill the promise that they gave you. They paid you for your promise to deliver a product or service. That's typically what it is. You get paid in business to deliver a product or service. Okay, so in insurance, we deliver a service. So I get Mr. Jones, I get paid for delivering the service. I got to put the application in. Like Steven said, hey, I got my client, I put him in Ethos. I'm delivering the service, right? Now, that's my fulfillment part. There's a fulfillment part on an insurance company. When somebody died, I don't have to worry about that fulfillment. Are y'all with me? See, think about this. As insurance companies, agents, we are actually a customer acquisition for the insurance company that does the ultimate fulfillment. So people are like, hey, I like recruiting. Well, when you go out and get a client, you are acquiring a client for NLG, for Foresters, for Nationwide, for Allstate, State Farm. It doesn't make a difference what it is. They handle the fulfillment part of it. So even requiring a client, you are the recruit. You're acquiring a client for these companies. Are y'all with me? And you don't have to do the end fulfillment. What's so unique? People keep talking about recruiting. The unique part is, just like these companies recruited you, whether it was company directly, whether you went through an IMO, right, or whatever, you get the chance to position yourself the same way to get paid by recruiting somebody, and you can generate revenue when they go out acquiring clients for these other companies. You get paid a revenue stream, an affiliate commission for helping people acquire people. See, the people don't understand business, don't get it. I'm gonna help y'all understand business, y'all. See, I've been in enough business schools, business trainings. This is where the business school training comes in. Some people say, well, you ain't got education. Well, I've been trained in business school. I actually bring it to y'all. I actually have a degree from the University of Maryland. I got my degree downstairs. I can show you in finance from the University of Maryland, Robert Smith School of Business. I got a degree in business. I know business. I've now been out in the business world running somebody's business for 16 years, running their business. I learned from the Honda, BMW, Toyota, all the major manufacturers, GM, Ford, sold them all, worked with the companies at a high level that I'm getting trained directly from the companies, and then I had to train the staff. Are y'all with me? It's business principle. I just apply and transfer that knowledge over here. So now this is my chance to run my business with the low startup costs. See, to get a Honda franchise, I remember I looked into it. I didn't have the resources, and I had the money and the capital for it. Me and my buddies one time was going to open up a Suzuki. They did open up a Suzuki, and Suzuki ain't in business with money. They said, Eric, man, you got enough money, about 50 grand we can put in. We can go get a bank loan. We can open Suzuki. They did it. They opened a Suzuki franchise now, and didn't really work out too well, right? So that was only the thing. Oh man, Jackson should have called SPU Harvey. That was one of the franchises that I was trying to get into the car business, but at that time, I couldn't get into the franchise. I didn't have the capital resources. I didn't have the financial, you know what I mean? The capital being the money. I didn't have the experience because they wanted people with experience, right? But it was big money and experience. I didn't have the millions of dollars or the access to that money, right? Then you had to be selected. So now I get over here. I had the resources. Less than $500, I can start an insurance business. I didn't have to be selected. I didn't have to say, Eric, I like you. And it wasn't limited to territory because all the territories was taken. I remember me and Dr. Mary, we did own a franchise. We owned a clear internet franchise. So I actually been a franchise owner. We had about 300 people on our payroll. We wrote checks and did the payroll for it. So I know what it's like to write payroll and write payroll for a large team, okay? Done that. Now, they went out of business, sold, done. But then me and Mary was looking at another franchise, Rita's Italian Ice, and we was gonna open a Rita's that somebody told us about. One of my clients from saw my car. He said, Eric, you should look at this. Looked at that franchise model. They had locations, but nothing in DC. What they had no location in DC for me to remember. I had to go down like to Georgia and South Carolina. They had some available. Now people didn't have the stores yet, but they had already bought the rights. So it was limited to territory. Are y'all with me? Mm-hmm. Then T-Mobile came along and said, hey, I remember I went to the T-Mobile franchise thing. Me and Mary was into the franchise. It's like, you can get T-Mobile. They said, well, what you got to have is you got to buy 2 T-Mobile locations. You got to have $175,000 cash for each location. So that was $175,000. It was like $350,000 cash. And then you have to have liquid access to $500,000 per location. So you got to have access to $1 million. You got to have cash for 350, but you can have assets that you could cash at any time for $1 million if you need it. Mm-hmm. That was for a T-Mobile franchise.
So that was about $1.5 million almost.
Yeah. And that was probably that's going back about 15 years. I can show you all the email they sent us and everything. And they couldn't tell you how much money you can make because as a franchise agreement, they can't tell you, they can't promise any kind of income. They said you can go talk to other franchises. Even Readers couldn't tell me that. Clear couldn't tell me that. T-Mobile couldn't tell me that. Right? But you can go talk to other franchise owners if they would disclose it. Because remember, you're in their competition. If they disclose it to you, and you're in competition with the parent store. So you go to a T-Mobile store, but you're still in competition with what they call the corporate stores, right? Anybody been to one of those things? Like there's a difference between the individual owner and the corporate store. Mm-hmm. So you're going to compete against me, the billion-dollar company, Telephone myself. So where am I going with that? When I came over here, I'm like, hold on. Xperts is not competing against me. Force is not competing against me. Force is not saying, hey, you know what? I got a lower price on Forces than you do on, they go directly to Forces. They're not competing against me. Majority of some of our clients will not have they only go direct to consumer. You can't go through them directly. They refer you. Are y'all with me? If somebody comes to Xperts sends them back to one of our agents. Mm-hmm. So I'm not competing against the parent company. See, so I understood business model. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you understand business, see, sometimes we talk about 10 toes down, standing on business, but we don't understand what businesses is. So that's that part of it. So let me talk to the person who says, I don't want to recruit though, Eric, I just want to sell. Okay. How do you help that person? I don't try to force them down the sell road. How do you help that person? I'm gonna give you all a blueprint how to help somebody who says, that's all I want to do is sell. So my question is, most of us have a starter process. We say, make your list. What's the typical thing when somebody comes in, you tell them, I don't want to sell, I'm going to sell. You tell them make the list. What's the number one thing? Most people say, yeah, I can't wait. Thank you so God for telling me how to make a list. I never
They,
thought of that. Is that the normal response?
no.
No, they say they don't know nobody.
Usually, I don't know nobody.
Yep, they say they don't know nobody.
I don't know nobody.
I talk to everybody.
I very rarely have somebody, when you say make the list, they say, Eric, thank you. I did not know what to do next. Oh, so thank you. Tell me to make the list. I never thought of that. Let me make a list of all my friends and family, everybody I know. They typically, I don't know nobody. So here's the thing. They come in, they tell you they don't want to recruit. They want to make some sales, but they don't want to talk to the people they know. Okay, here now we're starting to say, so who do you want to talk to? You want to talk to my people? You're new, and you want me to give you my people to call and talk to, and you don't know what to say. Like, bro, I don't need you to talk to my people. I can talk to my own people. See, this is not a job. See, what you got to help them understand? This is not a job. But what you need to help them understand is this. If you was to open up a lemonade stand, let's say a barber shop, would you tell anybody in your network, you have a barber shop? If you was to open up a dog walking business, this like, I'm really going to be serious about walking dogs. I'm a professional dog walker. Would you tell anybody in your network you're a professional dog walker?
Yep, especially people you know that have dogs.
Ooh, especially people you know who have dogs, right? And then the people you don't know who have dogs, what do you say to them, Marcella?
You're asking for referrals.
I'm gonna say, hey, do you know anybody who have a dog? Hey, John, listen, I just started a dog walking business. Do you have a dog? Nah. Okay. Well, do you know anybody with dogs? Yeah, my aunt got a dog. Really? Okay. Hey, can I get her number? Or can you hook me up with her? Because I got this dog walking business. Man, I'm gonna save your aunt's life, man. Her dog is sitting in the house cooped up, ain't she? Yep. How you know she's cooped up? Because I know, man, that most dogs are sitting cooped up. They need to be walked. You know how many times a dog needs to be walked? A dog needs to walk 4 or 5 times a day. That dog needs to get about 5 or 6 miles walking a day. What? You think your aunt's walking her dog 5 or 6 miles? My aunt's in a wheelchair. She ain't walking the dog nowhere. Well, give me your aunt's phone number. Bam. See, if my business is a dog walker, I'm coming like that. If I'm trying to make money at it. Now, if I just want to go, I'll start a dog walking business. Yeah. How you doing, little Bruno? Me and you. Next time a dog come knocking on my door, we're gonna close them. And I'm sitting there waiting for the dogs to come knocking on my door. No, you know what? No dogs walked up to the door, Bruno. Bruno, you barking loud enough? Okay, Bruno.
No, that's my dog name.
I'm gonna put a little sign. I'm gonna put a little sign outside, Bruno. I'm saying that because y'all beat this, Marcellus. I'm using Bruno. So I'm gonna put a little sign outside the door, Bruno. Let's put a little sign outside the front door saying we got a dog walking. Okay? And if anybody gonna stop by, they're gonna see my sign outside my front door. Oh, Bruno, 2 weeks gone by, they didn't see the sign. Bruno, maybe we gotta put the sign to the curb.
Because it's a little sign.
It's a little sign. So Bruno, let's put a sign to the curb. 3 months went by. Bruno, this dog walking business ain't gonna work. No.
He quit after 3 months.
Yeah, this dog, they got the little sign and nobody stopped by and saying, well, you ain't got a sidewalk. In my house, there's no sidewalk in front of my house. But people walked out like, oh man, I hope they see my sign. But see, my landscaper, when I go outside my mailbox, there's always people putting little cars. I need to cut your grass. I don't know if they put on everybody's yard. They just look at my yard, look like the grass to cut. Now I get people putting flyers. You need your leaves blow, right? They might not get me. They're going to get somebody. Are y'all with me? See, when you're in business, you got to go out and acquire customers. So here's the thing I'm going to help you. Y'all give me like 3 extra minutes today, okay? Please, 5 extra minutes. I want to help. So what do you do with that person? You kind of explain that to them. If you're in business, you got to find a way to get clients. So there's a couple of things. You can go to the Xperts back office. There's a thing where it says leads, and we got some vetted companies where you can kind of go buy leads. Hey, John, you want to do marketing? You don't want to talk to your friends and family? How about this? Let's go buy some leads then. You're not going to use my people. You're not an employee. You need to use your people. So here's the deal. Let's go put some money up. Oh, I got to spend money with leads. I ain't made no money yet. Bro, you're in business. See, here's the thing. You didn't put up money to be in business. Ooh. Let's get that straight.
Ooh.
You put up less than $500. The licensing, the testing, the AML insurance, the E&O, you put up less than $500. You didn't put up money to be in business. I had to put more money on down payment on my daggone car than you put to your business. Some of y'all are spending more money on your cell phones than you spend on your business. Let's get straight. Let's cut the chase. You have not put any money up to be in business. So do you want to, you don't want to call your friends and family, which is the free leads, but so you think you don't want me to give you leads. So I'm telling you, put up money to get some leads. I got lead sources for you. Let's go put some money up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that because I ain't made no money just yet. See, you got to get good at helping people understand business principles. Okay, John, cool. You don't want to call your friends and family. I'm not giving you my people because I can call my own people. I'm in business for myself. I'm acquiring customers, and I'm acquiring customers through other people. That's how I generate my revenue. All right. So the third thing is leads. You saying you don't have the money for leads? Okay. So I'm going to say, John, who do you like to talk to? Give me a group of people that you think you're good at talking to. So John may not know. So I might give John a range of people. John, we got a couple of concepts that we use. We got concepts like we call like the $1 million baby, John. I'm gonna start with age groups. We got like the $1 million babies. John, do you like working with parents who got kids? I don't like no kids. Okay, that's a $1 million baby concept, which we can probably work with those kids anywhere from a couple of days old to maybe about 15 years old. That's a market right there, John. Do you know anybody from a couple of days old, 15 years old? Do you want to talk to those parents of those kids? Nah, I don't like talking to parents. Okay, cool, John. That's one concept. John, there's another concept. We start to get a little older. We got people who may be looking for homeowners. We call that maybe you can do what we call mortgage protection loans. That's that's just a marketing concept, John. So do you like to talk to people, maybe new homeowners? Oh, no, they big head. I don't like to talk to them. Okay, John, cool. John, let me get you the next group of people. There's the thing we call like their tax-free retirement plans. Usually, typically people under that 35 to 50 years old, they starting to think about retirement. We got a tax-free retirement strategy we got, John. Do you like to talk to those people? People who got professional careers, we can show them how to use insurance as a strategy. I don't know, maybe. John, we got a strategy called like final expenses. People usually around that 50 plus old, 60 years old, they need something to cover their burial expenses, right? They were like, hey, I don't have the insurance I need. John, do you like talking to those individuals? See, I just gave y'all some age ranges, how to work with John. So now, John, let's select one of those. So this is I'm talking to my agent. I'm giving how you talk to your agent. John, let's select the group that you like to work with. I just gave you an age range of people to target. Which one do you like best? Somebody give me one. Which one do y'all like best? Marcelo, you be John today. Which one of those would you like to talk to, John? Do you think you can connect with? Anybody want to be John for me? Anybody can connect with those groups? I'm gonna help y'all out next 3 minutes.
$1 million baby.
All right, you say you want to work with the $1 million baby. Okay, great. I love that. I love you want to work with that group. You like working with that group. So let me ask you this question. In your city, where would you go to people who have young kids? Like anywhere from age up to age 15. Where would you go in your city to find people? Anybody got some suggestions?
Daycare.
Daycare, boys clubs, right? So daycare, boys club. What about schools?
Community centers.
Community centers. So John, you don't want to pay. You don't want to call your friends and family. You don't want. I'm not giving you my leads. You don't want to pay for leads. But let's go youth games. We got a list of places, John, that you can come up with that people probably have kids.
Your neighborhood.
Let's get you some business cards and let's go start marketing to those groups. Now, John, you can go in person. Well, I only got 1,000 people in my city. Well, John, you can pick up the phone and call those groups anywhere around the country. Let's start calling those groups and tell them what you do. Toy stores, McDonald's. Let's start going to those places. Y'all got McDonald's, they got a little play center. Y'all got daycare centers. Let's go to those daycare centers, right? Let's go to those schools and talk to the teachers, talk to the principal. Say, principal, PTA member, can I talk to your PTA members about a concept we use to help them prepare these kids for college preparatory, right? To help show them how to finance the kids' college educations. Alternative way. So, principal, I'm gonna buy y'all some pizza. I'm gonna buy you some lunch. I'm gonna come to your next PTA meetings. So I'm at all the PTA meetings at all the schools. There's only one school in my county. But then guess what? Maybe I call these PTA school departments all around the country and see who may want to organize a Zoom to educate their teacher, their parents. I'm gonna go to all the people in my state. I'm licensed only in my state. Maybe I'm gonna call all the PTAs. Maybe I'm gonna call the Boys and Girls Club and say, hey, you know what? I'm doing a special college seminar to show people how to fund their colleges, and I'm showing them how to use this $1 million baby concept to fund their kids' future. Can I talk to some of your parents? Can you put me in front of some of your parents? See how this helped John find leads who didn't want to talk to his friends and family? Now I come back to John and say, John, are you BSing or are you going to actually make the calls? See, John tried to put the monkey on my back. Hey, I can't find nobody. I want to make some money. John, to get off your ass and pick up the phone, because we just made a show. I just showed you a way how to now make the calls. Now, the question is, John, are you going to make the calls? I'll be here with you to make these calls. I'll help you do the presentation. I'm going to go side by side with you, John, as long as you're trying to go. But one thing I will not do is land in the excuse zone, okay? I don't do bullshit. Excuse my language. I can't sit here and hear all this crap about why you can't. Right? I got a cupboard full of cans. When I open my kitchen cupboard, I got a whole shelf of cans. I don't have a whole shelf of cans. My shelves are full of cans. Ladies and gentlemen, hope y'all learn how to help somebody make money. They make money by acquiring customers, or they make money by helping others acquire customers. That's how you generate revenue, period, in the story. Back to you, Troy.
Wow.
Troy, you muted.
Muted. You're muted.
Great message, Erik.
Woo, 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 woo. What is your business sitting on? Do you have a pantry full of cans? Man, that's my nugget. And I ain't even started the race yet. Good Lord. All righty then. Well, we know we're at the Annie Willie recap moment, and this is where we get to start the recap relay, which entails each and every one of you that have taken some nuggets this morning, elevating or bringing to light that nugget that was most impactful to you this morning in 1 minute. With that being said, we're going to start this ball rolling, start this race. All of you been stretching your brains throughout this morning practice, and now it's time to get on the track and put what you got in your brain to work. All right, so let's win this thing. Let's win it as a team. Who's going first? Seeing none, the coach will push you in there. Trust and believe. Well,
I will.
all righty then. Marcella saved the day for somebody. Go, girl.
Well, that message, I feel like it's kind of personal to me because those are the type of people I have been running across here lately. I'm like, they just disappear on, just like he say, they always saying they don't know anyone. So now I know how to, present it to them to help them realize that actually they do, because we all know someone. We say that, but we all know someone. We talk to people daily. So I'm just gonna, go back to them and sit down and talk to them. And, like I say, reach out to your neighbors. My neighbors, all kids riding up and down the street every day they're out of school. So I already see now how we can go back and fix this issue of not knowing them.
All right, all right. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And she's bringing it in real quick and hot and heavy there, money. So see, I'm just going to give it to you. Go.
You know something, brother? That's why I used to love commission-only sales, because you had to get your own clients. That's why I used to love it. Because how you say, if I don't kill it, I don't eat. It's beautiful. And I'm also saying this to people who say, I can't, I don't know nobody. You don't talk to people at the your supermarket. You don't talk to people when you shop and buying clothes. You don't talk to people walking up down the street when you ask them where can you get there. If you can talk to any of those people, you can acquire a client. Cause I walk every time I walk around places, every time I go, even to Aldi's, and I might be looking at some certain kind of drinks or something, and I'm joking with the cashiers. That's somebody you can talk to. That's a client right there. You always can talk to somebody. All is you. Did you talk to them? Did you open your mouth and say, hey, by the way, I sell life insurance. I ain't gotta say who much more. I sell life insurance. Period.
All right. All right. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for bringing it into the zone money. And I see brother Aki down there. I know he's got a nugget. It is time to run. You've been stretching all morning. Let's go. Let's go. Are you still there? Are you over there in the holding station, in the holding zone, in the holding station? Well, if you ain't getting up off the bench to get in the race, we're gonna pass it on to Miss Jacqueline Ferguson. And Miss Jacqueline, are you ready to run?
Oh, you confused me because you said Jacqueline. Where'd you get that from?
Jacqueline, I'm
Oh,
sorry. Oh, I was running too fast, and when I looked over.
on, Troy. I am so very charged up. I mean, from the Level Up conference to my business partner, Lois, reaching 98% on her coursework. So soon, I do believe she will be taking the license to get, the exam to get her license. And then I do have a new business partner, but she's not ready for me to introduce her because I asked yesterday, but she signed up on Friday. Saturday we were running around. Sunday we talked for an hour and a half, doing all the onboarding processing, and she's ready to get plugged in. She already has her license, so I'm very excited to work with this young lady. And the team in Florida is just rocking boots, knocking it out of the park. I'm very excited about Nancy Rojo and Julian. So things are looking great. My heart hurts. My team lost. Woo! But it's okay. It was exciting to just feel that excitement and to know that I've got so much to look forward with. So that's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much.
All right, all right. Thank you for bringing it on into the zone, Miss Jacqueline. Forgive me. I got to slow down myself sometimes. I'm moving so fast. And with that being said, we're going to take that thing right from you. We're going to take it from there and we're going to pass it to none other than the lady that knows how to get it done and always knows how to take us across that finish line. She's proven it time and time again. She's always got her shoes laced up, and she is none other than downtown Rita Brown.
All right. Thank you. All right. Getting a recruit and doing a green sheet will solve most of your problems. Changing your conversation and approach can change your annual premium immediately. Getting out and networking with people makes a difference in your business. Work your business on a consistent basis. Find ways to creatively put yourself in front of a group of people. We have good news. Share it. Just talk to people. Spread it. Share it. There are three types of people that join Xperia. Number one, the ones that take off running. They do everything that's needed. Number two, the ones that sign and go into the witness protection. Number three, the ones that last name is joining. They're not doing anything. They just join. One who waters others will get watered also. Get in the game. Don't be in the witness protection. Keep loading your pipeline and it will create work for you. Embrace rejection. It should make you want to do more. The energy is here. Get your team plugged into the leadership tap today at 2 p.m. Eastern. The speaker walked away from $2 million a year and started over with Xperia. It's about energy, excitement, and movement. How to help yourself and your team make money. We only get paid for customer acquisition or helping another business get customers. It's all about acquiring customers. That's business. As a business owner, you either acquire customers or help someone else acquire a customer. Recruiting is a method of acquiring customers. You generate revenue by acquiring customers. You have to fulfill the obligations, your promise to deliver a service. You are the recruit. You are acquiring customers for the insurance company. Understand business principles and you'll get it. Less than $500 and I can start a life insurance business. No one is competing against me. For the person that says they don't want to recruit and all they want to do is sell, ask them to make a list. Most of the time they'll say, I don't know anybody. They don't want to talk to the people they know. You have to let them know this is not a job. You can't use my people for your business. If you open up a dog walking business, would you tell anybody in your network what you do? When you are in business, you have to find a way to get clients. Okay, so number one, they don't want to use their warm market. Number two, they can't use mine. So number three, you tell them about going by leads and they have to put money up. Most of the time, they don't want to put the money up for the leads. So now what they do? So you have to get good at helping your team get customers. Ask them, who do you like to talk to? They have a group of people. You can ask them, do they want to talk to parents with kids, new homeowners, mortgage protection, tax-free retirement plans, final expense? Which one do you like best to talk to? If they say parents with kids, ask them, where would you go in your city to find kids? Get business cards and go market to those people, or call them and let them know what you do. You have to help your team find leads when they don't want to use their own. I have a shelf of cans, not can'ts. What do you have? That's it. That's all.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mic drop once again by Downtown Rita Brown. We thank you for each and every one of you who contributed to all of those nuggets that she was able to recap just a moment ago. And with that being said, we can't say thank you enough, Rita, and we can't say thank you enough to our ED himself, Mr. Erik Robinson, for the nuggets that he is actually always bringing to us. But this morning it was a little tight there, bro. I mean, you did some serious business today. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna give it back to you right now so you can wrap this thing up.
Woo! Thank you, Troy, for that wonderful thank you for the recap and thank you for everything you do, Troy. You just really help so many by keeping the ship together. And thank you, Uncle Jock, and thank you all of y'all. So I just really want to give everybody thanks for participating and being here. Thank you, Rita, as always. You just knocked it out the park. Today, just please do whatever you can for the next couple of hours to 2 o'clock to reach out to everybody you can to get them on this 2 o'clock meeting. All right, we got our team huddle tonight at 7. We're going into the holiday season. I got some strategies to help you grow your business this holiday season. So tonight at 7, but also 2 o'clock, Leaders on Tap. I'm telling you, do whatever you can and try to get into a place where you can take notes. I know some of y'all are working. Sometimes you can't. And it's always recorded. So please come back to get the recording. But get us, man. Let's make an effort to make sure that we take this energy here and we get the energy, because this is what's going to separate the business separators. Okay, this is the business separators. And I'll just let you on a little secret. One of the things, and that's why I'm telling y'all, get on your people on the call. Juan has built a large organization. And he built a large organization here in Xperts. He's done it before, and he came over here in a relatively short time. And his people are not just recruiting the people he had as other team. He came with some folks, but they're now going out and recruiting new people. He doesn't share a lot of his stuff outside his organization. He's like, I don't bring people into my organization to train, and I really don't go outside of my organization to train. I keep everything really in-house. The knowledge I've collected over the last 19 years, I really just learned to keep it contained inside. So it's very rarely will you hear him speaking like this on a large scale. He usually say, hey, good night, good morning. And Marcel, I know you've been to a couple of his training where he was there, but you notice, Marcel, it wasn't a lot of people from he doesn't bring a whole lot of outside people to come in and talk to his group. So he's really closed in. And so we kind of pushed him to share. So I'm trying to tell y'all, this is not something you're going to say somebody, I'm hearing him all the time. No, he got some things, you know, you don't just get to $2 million in income. You say, Eric, for the last 10 years, I've been making over $1 million a year. You don't just get to there by happenstance, right? It's some things he does and some things he's willing to share with this group. Because, you know, he came in from the outside, hey, I just want to sit back, you know. But now he's like, I'm starting to embrace the Xperia spirit. So please get your people there. There may be a tip or two they can learn that can help them take the business to the next level. Come prepared with your notebooks. See y'all at 2:00. Love y'all.
All right, all right. Thank you, Kylie. Jacqueline, greater blessings to you in your day.
Oh, thank you, Troy. I appreciate, sir. And you too, as